JUNOs are coming back to Calgary to celebrate its 45th year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of CARIS, the JUNO Awards and Music Count.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to all see you here at 11 a.m. It feels like 11 p.m. right now. Listen, thanks everybody for joining us to help honor the 2016 JUNO Award nominees here at the Phoenix Concert Theatre. We are thrilled to be celebrating the very best in Canadian music in one of Canada's most legendary music venues, which just happens to be celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. 32 years total, so just a big congrats and a thanks to Lisa Zabitnu and the entire team at the Phoenix for hosting us today. Also, thanks to one of our favorite Calgarians, Jan Arden, for being part of our video intro this morning. This year, we're celebrating 45 years of the JUNO Awards, and we are so excited to be heading back to Calgary for the 2016 JUNOs. In fact, just a few weeks ago, Mayor Nenshi declared that 2016 was the year in music for the city. We're super excited to offer the first look inside the National Music Centre at Studio Bell, which also happens to be the new home of the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. The NMC is also giving us the honor of holding our welcome reception there on the Friday night so the entire industry can get the first sneak peek. And I gotta say, I've been out to Calgary quite a few times. This building is absolutely stunning. It's gonna blow your minds when you get out there. Calgary is also celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra and the 10th anniversary of the Sled Island Music Festival, to name just a few of their musical milestones. I was in Calgary just last week, and I gotta say, the city is really buzzing about hosting the JUNOs. Now, as you probably know, each year we take the JUNO Awards on the road, and we hit different cities all across this country. And with that comes our commitment to make sure that we shine a spotlight on the local music, cultural, and art scene. So back in December, we held a press conference in Calgary where the host committee introduced us to a really great local hip-hop act. And he blew us away. So we thought we should bring him out here to Toronto to showcase him for you. He's a Western Canadian Music Award nominee. He's a winner of the Lieutenant Governor of Alberta Emerging Artist Award. He's going to perform his ode to Alberta for you today. Please welcome Transit.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Make some noise. All right. My name is Trans. I'm here to represent Calgary, Alberta, this year's host of the mighty JUNO Awards. This song's called Alberta Anthem. Hell or high water, or even if they burn it down, listening to Paul Brand. I'm Alberta bound, never ever turn it down. My province on the stereo. Hi, my name is Transit. What's going on, Ontario? My province is beautiful with confidence. In Edmonton, a parliament, or living with the college kids. Bass pounding, driving through the mountains. On my way home, Alberta sky keeps me grounded. From side to side, I sail. From the coastline, I hail. From fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the sky. I skip from side to side, I sail. From the coastline, I hail. From fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the sky. Alberta is my stadium, trying to represent like MBF and Danny Vacan did. Proud to be Canadian, it's magical. My glass is full, Canada's cultural capital. Calgary where I call my home, more than just cannibals and dudes riding animals. Incredible edibles, best of all, it's Alberta beef. Wifey used to be vegan, now she's serving me. It certainly occurred to me, my province help encourage me. Art grants and bursaries, Alberta gives back. Arms for the poor, entrepreneurs be sponsoring schools. It's awesome and cool how we often will do what they really don't expect. Like jump in the pool or a river in the dead of the winter, but not even shiver. My province is tough at this, but does they love the adventure. Move for the treasure, but stay put for the pleasure. The people so good it makes up for the weather. I skipped from side to side, I sail from the coastline, I hail. From fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the skies. I skip from side to side, I sail. From the coastline, I hail. Cats can't stop us, a forest fires. My family up a slave lake, more inspired. It takes more than tragedy to crush our spirit. With that same attitude, I bust these lyrics and I raise a pint to Big Rock to the disc jock scene. Street kids, life change from I'm the Nenshi MC, the mayor in my video. I made music with Jan Arden about my city, yo. And I'm not bragging like, oh, how sick am I? I'm just saying Alberta looks up for the little guy. So take a bird of scene, really ain't worth the dream. You can make it much easier in a different stream. Where else would you find trucks with spoilers? Down at Rex, all Canucks for Oilers. From the businessmen to the punks who loiter, we run this place like Jackie Joyner. I skip from side to side. I sail from the coastline. I hail from fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the. I skip from side to side. I sail from the coastline. I hail from fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the. It's my city. Where I finished university, my favorite place to play. And I've rocked up in Germany, done shows in Spain, and crowds in Scandinavia. But Alberta's still the place I choose to raise my baby up, my city. Where I finished university, my favorite place to play. And I've rocked up in Germany, done shows in Spain, hit crowds in Scandinavia. Alberta's still the place I choose to raise my baby up. Make some noise if you're proud to be Canadian. I hail from fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the sky. I skipped from side to side. I hail from the coastline. From fields of dreams where dreams are bigger than the sky. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Transit. It's my boy Johnny Williams. We're not all cowboys. Thank you.
Come on, let's hear it one more time for Transit, DJ Mace. This is a big part of what the Junos tries to do when we go into a local city or a city and make sure we put a spotlight in the local music scene. So guys, again, thanks for coming out today. Last year was my first year heading up the JUNO Awards, and I have to say it was a pretty incredible experience. When I took on this role, I wanted to make sure that we further expanded CARIS's mandate to promote and celebrate Canadian talent. So we decided to create a brand new program, and it was designed to help emerging artists all across this country. Through the support of Slate Music, we launched the Alan Slate JUNO Masterclass to help 3 artists get JUNO ready. After a national search, the fortunate ones from St. John's, Slow Leaves from Winnipeg, and Derival from Vancouver were crowned our winners. They experienced an incredibly intensive week of mentorship here in Toronto at Canada's Music Incubator, and they're going to be joining us out in Calgary for the Junos, so make sure you check them out when you're there. Now, as you probably all know, 2016 has been an absolutely phenomenal year for Canadian artists here at home and around the globe. And just back in December, actually, 7 of the top 10 artists on the Billboard Hot 100 charts were Canadian. Now, yeah, something we should be very proud of. As you probably know, I've been in this industry for probably longer than 25 years, and I can honestly say not since the 90s when we had Alanis and Shania and Sarah and Celine have we seen our artists dominate the charts like this. It's absolutely incredible, and something we should be very, very supportive of our artists on all levels, no matter what. There's also a great crop of young artists that have had a breakout year this year. One of these artists is Alessia Cara, who we announced as our very first performer for the JUNO Awards broadcast. And I now have the pleasure of announcing our next performer. He's a JUNO Award winner and a 10-time CCMA Award winner. He's had an incredible year, a sold-out tour with his good friend Paul Brandt, and a smash hit single with his song, Bring Down the House. I'm happy to announce that Dean Brody will be joining us on the JUNO stage in Calgary. Now, we're going to have a few more performer announcements for you this afternoon as well. Tickets are on sale for the JUNO Awards broadcast at the Scotiabank Saddledome on Sunday, April the 3rd. You can just visit ticketmaster.ca to get yours now. And trust me, tickets are going fast, and after today, they're going to be going much faster. Every year, we honor a Canadian artist and their songs, which become a major part of our lives and made an indelible mark on the Canadian music scene. I just want to take a moment to congratulate this year's inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Burton Cummings. Yeah. His career has spanned over 5 decades, and this man is still out there performing and sounding amazing night after night. He is a true Canadian icon, and we're absolutely thrilled. So congratulations, Burton. I would also like to acknowledge this year's Walt Greeless Special Achievement Award recipient, Rosalie Tremblay. Now, I'm sure many of you in the room may not be familiar with that name, but she was the girl with the golden ear. She was the music director at powerhouse station CKLW in Windsor. Just have to ask Kiss, Alice Cooper, Elton John, Gordon Lightfoot, Burton Cummings, or Bob Seger, who immortalized her in his 1973 song, Rosalie. She was a true pioneer for women in broadcasting and made an undeniable impact on the careers of many artists, as well as the industry, and this honor is long overdue. So congratulations to Rosalie. Now, in celebration of our 45th anniversary of the JUNO Awards and these 2 very special recipients, we've created this limited edition 45 RPM, get it, 45? Vinyl single, which you saw off the top of the video. Thanks to Tourism Calgary and Canada Boy Vinyl, we've pressed enough for everybody here today. It features Burton Cummings and Rosalie, originally done by Bob Seger. So make sure you grab one of those on the way out the door. We will be announcing our Alan Waters Humanitarian Award recipient in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that news as well. Now, as you know, a considerable amount of work goes into producing the JUNO Awards, and I want to take a moment to thank, first off, Marco Diaco and Greg Curtis and the entire Calgary Host Committee for all their hard work out there. As well, the Caris Board of Directors for their guidance and support, and also a very heartfelt thanks to the staff at Caris. I am so proud of the team that I have there. They work really, really hard and around the clock to make sure they ensure the success of the JUNOs. So team, thank you very much. I also want to thank the entire teams at Holmes PR for once again putting on a great event today. They always do. Thanks, guys. A big thanks to John, Barb, Lindsay, and everyone at Insight Productions for always raising the bar on the JUNO Awards broadcast. They're a fantastic partner for us. And as well, since 2002, CTV has been our dedicated broadcast partner, bringing Canada's Music Awards into the homes of millions of Canadians. I'd like to thank Randy, Corey, and Mike, and everyone at Bell Media for being such a great supporter of the JUNOs and a great partner over the last 14 years. Yes, absolutely. As a not-for-profit, Caris relies on support of our partners, and we could not do this or anything that you're going to see on this screen without their support. So I want to acknowledge our premier partners, which include Factor, the Government of Canada and of Canada's private radio broadcasters, the Radio Star Maker Fund, Chip, Jerry, and Michelle. Thanks for funding a lot of the nominees here and helping them get to the JUNOs every year. The Province of Alberta, the City of Calgary, and Tourism Calgary. And I just want to take a moment, as I'm sure you all know, things out west haven't exactly been easy in Alberta. And I just want to thank Mayor Nenshi as well as the people of Calgary for recognizing how important music can be to a city and for making 2016 the year of music. As well, the National Music Center at Studio Bell, Andrew Mosker. Thanks for his partnership over the years. We cannot wait to have you see the new home at the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. We're also thrilled to announce a new partnership with Google Play Music. The streaming service will feature nominee stations and playlists, so we look forward to creating some really special JUNO content with them together. And finally, of course, our friends at TD Bank Group, their ongoing incredible support of the JUNO Awards and Music Counts. TD, thanks for everything you do. We couldn't do it without you. Enough talking. Time to get to the reason we're all here today. Please join me in taking a look at the first round of the 2016 JUNO Award nominees.
The 2016 JUNO Award nominees are
Album of the Year, sponsored by Music Canada. If you're reading this, it's too late. Drake. At Paradis City, Jean Leloup. Purpose, Justin Bieber. Handwritten, Shawn Mendes. Beauty Behind the Madness, The Weeknd.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year, Alan Doyle. Buffy St. Marie, Fortunate Ones. Frazee Ford, Lee Harvey Osmond.
Classical Album of the Year, Vocal or Choral Performance, Claire de Sévigny, Maria Sully, and Aradia Ensemble. Canadian Chamber Choir, Jeff Riley, with Andrea Ludwig, Charles Daniels, John Potter, and Suzy Leblanc. L'Harmonie des Saisons, Marie-Nicole Lemieux.
Instrumental Album of the Year, Afaria Quartet and Scratch Bastard. Colin Stetson and Sarah Neufeld. Chris Dirksen, Esmerine, Jens Lindemann, and Tommy Banks. Single of the Year.
Hi, I'm Patrick Patterson.
And I'm Terrence Ross.
We are honored to announce the nominees for Single of the Year.
The nominees are
Here by Alessia Cara.
Hotline Bling by Drake.
What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber.
Close Off by Rhea May. Can't
Feel My Face by The Weeknd.
Dance Recording of the Year, sponsored by Stingray Music. A-Track, Autoerotic and Max Styler. K-Tronida, Keys and Crates, Sleepy Tom and Diplo.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year, Amanda Cook, Dan Bremnes, Matt Marr. The City Harmonic, Tim Neufeld.
Video of the Year, sponsored by MuchFact, exclusively funded by Bell Media. Virgins, Eva Michon, Death from Above, 1979. Dark Days, Jeremy Shalin Ryu and Chandler Levac. Pup, For the Town, Peter Huang, Sunreal. Avalanche, Philip Sportel, Cale Matson. Hello, Xavier Dolan, Adele. Pop Album of the Year, sponsored by TD.
Hi, I'm Coco Rocha, and I'm honored to announce the nominees for Pop Album of the Year, presented by TD. And the nominees are Headley, Justin Bieber, Scott Helman, Shawn Mendes, Walk Off the Earth.
Classical Album of the Year, Solo or Chamber Ensemble, Angela Hewitt. Arc Ensemble, Cecilia String Quartet, Eleanor Frey, James Ennis.
Francophone Album of the Year, Ariane Moffat, Galaxy, Jean Leloup, Louis-Jean Cormier, Marie-Pierre Arthur.
Recording Engineer of the Year, sponsored by Ontario Institute of Audio Recording Technology, OEART. Gus Van Gogh, Liam O'Neill, Noah Forty Shabib, Serban Gaina, Sean Everett.
Electronic Album of the Year, AM Static, Concubine, Discreet, Humans, Pomo.
International Album of the Year, sponsored by IDLA Associated Label Distribution. Adele, Hozier, Meghan Trainor, One Direction, Vance Joy.
Jazz Album of the Year, Group, Alison Howe Quartet, Brad Turner Quartet, Jerry Grinelli Trio, Mark Kelso and the Jazz Exiles, Peripheral Vision.
Reggae Recording of the Year, Dubmatix, Exco Levi, Cafanel, Krisha Turner, Lyndon John X. Breakthrough Artist of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, Canada's private radio broadcasters, and Radio Star Maker Fund.
Hi, I'm Just Rain, and I'm proud to announce the nominees for Breakthrough Artist of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, Canada's private radio broadcasters, and Radio Star Maker Fund. Shall we? Alessia Cara,
Coleman Hell,
Francesco Yates, Scott Helman, and Tobias Jesso Jr. Congratulations to all the nominees. I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't Breakthrough Artist of the Year since I'm a musical genius. Hello. I guess I'll just wait till next year. That's fine.
World Music Album of the Year, sponsored by Canada Council for the Arts. Alex Kuba, Boogat, Gypsy Cumbia Orchestra, Lemon Bucket Orchestra, The Soul Jazz Orchestra.
Heavy Metal Album of the Year, Cancer Bats, Diamonds, Fuck the Facts, Cataclysm, Ken Mode.
Children's Album of the Year, Big Block Sing Song, Bobs and Lolo, Gina Lina, Splashin' Boots, The Swinging Bells.
Rap Recording of the Year, Bad Bad Not Good and Ghostface Killah, Drake, Cardinal Official, Chaos, Sunreal.
All right, there you have it, our first portion of the nominees. We had to make sure we didn't mix up any of those categories with metal and children's. Anyway, look, fantastic first half of the nominees. If you didn't catch it, that kind of went by fairly quickly. So if you didn't catch everything, JUNOawards.ca, following the press conference, all the nominees will be up there. Congratulations to all the first round of nominees. Let's hear it for them. Now, before we move on to the second half, I want to take a moment to introduce a brand new member to the Caris Board of Directors. He headed up the CFL as their commissioner for 8 years, and I have to say, I'm absolutely delighted that he has brought his knowledge and passion for great Canadian events to the JUNO Awards. Please join me in welcoming the new chairman of Caris, the JUNO Awards and Music Counts, Mr. Mark Cohen.
Thanks, everyone. You know, the people at the top usually don't get the appreciation. I've worked with Alan now for about 4 months. He is passionate. He loves Canadian artists. Let's hear it for Alan. He's done an amazing job. So as you can see by the smile on my face, I'm obviously excited to be at my first JUNO Nominee Press Conference. And when I got the call last summer about becoming chair of Caris, I thought, okay, I hired a few great Canadian talent, the Sheepdogs. I think some of them are here today. Hired Nickelback, Headley, even Justin Bieber to do the halftime show. But what the hell do I know about music? You know, I did get kicked out of this venue when I was in high school. That was fun when it was the Diamond way back. It's aging me. But then I paused and I really thought about, you know, the sports world I know and the music industry that you guys all love. And what are some of the similarities and comparisons? The similarities are this. You know, essentially, we both have passionate and emotionally connected fans and customers who love our music and love our sports in this country. We both have exciting emerging rookies and emerging artists and amazing veteran talent and superstars in this country. You know, when I think about it, the music industry vets or executives I think are big partiers. We'll see in Calgary if I can hold up with you guys. The Grey Cup, if you think about the Grey Cup, it's a time when the country stops to celebrate Canadian football. And all of you in this room know that the JUNO Awards are the time when the country stops to celebrate amazing Canadian talent. So for me, I'm excited to be working and really humbled to be working with an amazing board of directors. Some of the board are here today, with a great team that Alan has assembled, and to really celebrate the future of the JUNO Awards and even bring it onto a bigger stage in this country. And in speaking about the future, this is kind of cool I get to do. I get to announce the next artist who will be gracing the stage at the JUNO Awards. It's an amazing artist, you know, a legend in our country. He's won 19 JUNO Awards. He's a member of the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, a recipient of the Alan Waters Humanitarian Award, and he really is one of the most beloved musicians in this country and around the world. I'm proud to announce that Bryan Adams will be joining the stage in Calgary. Let's hear it for Bryan. So guys, thank you for everything you do for the industry. I'm very excited to be working with you for the next few years to help grow the JUNOs, celebrate our artists, and really have a great time in making sure that the JUNOs continue to be the most important event to celebrate Canadian talent in this country. Now let's turn to the stage and thank our sponsors. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you to our valued diamond partners that helped make the 2016 JUNO Awards possible. Bell Media, Holt Renfrew, PwC, Slate Music, SoCan, and Volkswagen Canada. The 2016 JUNO Award nominees are
Traditional Roots Album of the Year, J.P. Cormier, Jamie Stone, Old Man Ludica, Ferris and Jason Romero, The Wainwright Sisters.
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, Diana Krall, Dawn Amaro, Jan Arden, Johnny Reed, The Tenors.
Jack Richardson Producer of the Year, Bob Ezrin, Dallas Green, Henry Circuit Walter, Steve Webster and Emily Claire Barlow, Thomas Toggs Salter.
Alternative Album of the Year, sponsored by Long & McQuaid. Braids, Destroyer, Magical Clouds, US Girls, Viet Cong.
Artist of the Year.
Hi, I'm Howie Mandel, and I am honored to announce the nominees for Artist of the Year. City and Color, Drake, Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes, and The Weeknd.
Jazz Album of the Year, Solo, Al Muirhead, Curtis Noasad, Rich Brown, Robbie Botosh, Tara Davidson.
Adult Alternative Album of the Year. Daniel Romano, Joel Plaskett, Mo Kenny, Tobias Jesso Jr., White Horse.
Aboriginal Album of the Year, sponsored by Aboriginal People's Television Network. Armin Duck Chief, Black Bear, Buffy St. Marie, Derek Miller, Dawn Amaro.
Classical Album of the Year, large ensemble or soloist with large ensemble accompaniment. James Ennis with the Sydney Symphony. Orchestre Métropolitain. Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal with Olivier Latry and Jean-Willy Koons. Paul Markello, Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal. Stuart Goodyear with the Czech National Symphony.
Country Album of the Year, Autumn Hill, Brett Kissel, Dean Brody, High Valley, Paul Brandt.
Recording Package of the Year, Cam Dales and Ben Clarkson. Clyde Henry Productions, Chris Lavis and Maciek Cherbaski. Constellation, Ian Ilavsky. Duncan Major and Joel Upshaw. Eric West Millette. Sarah Marcotte Boilard.
Group of the Year.
Hi, I'm Brian Baumler, and I am honored to announce this year's nominees for Group of the Year. And the nominees are Headley, Mariana's Trench, Metric, 3 Days Grace, and Walk Off the Earth. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Blues Album of the Year, Big Dave McLean, Blackburn, David Gogo, Harrison Kennedy, Michael Jerome Brown.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year, Alex Pangman, Dan Brubeck Quartet, Emily Claire Barlow, Jacqueline Guillou, Tara Kanangara.
Rock Album of the Year, Bryan Adams, Death from Above 1979, Matthew Good, Nickelback, The Sheepdogs.
Songwriter of the Year, sponsored by SOCAN, Abel Tesfaye, Béatrice Martin, Buffy St. Marie, Dallas Green, Tobias Jesso Jr.
Breakthrough Group of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, Canada's private radio broadcasters, and Radio Star Maker Fund. Deer Rouge, Half Moon Run, Milk and Bone, The Elwins, Young Empires.
Classical Composition of the Year, Dinuk Vijayaratne, John Burge, Jordan Powell, Michael Osterly, Nicole Lizet.
R&B Soul Recording of the Year, Alessia Cara, August Rigo, Drew, Patrick Lehman, The Weeknd.
JUNO Fan Choice Award, presented by TD.
Hi, I'm Dylan Pompey.
I'm Aaron Sanchez.
And I'm Marcus Stroman from the Toronto Blue Jays. We are honored to announce the nominees for the JUNO Fan Choice presented by TD. The nominees are
Alessia Cara,
Carly Rae Jepsen,
Coeur de Pirate,
Dean Brody,
Drake,
Justin Bieber,
Sean Hook,
Shawn Mendes,
The Weeknd,
Walk Off the Earth. Congratulations to all of you. Music fans, don't forget to cast your vote for your favorite artist at junofanchoice.ca starting today.
Hi, folks.
Entertainment Production and Broadcasting, Bell Media, Randy Lennox.
Okay. Timing is everything. I love that.
Anyway, on behalf of CTV and Bell Media, congratulations to this unbelievable array of great artists. Everybody seems to be covered on there, so let's have a huge hand for the artists. Also, as Mark said a few moments ago, Alan Reed is newish at this Karis thing and absolutely killing it. And I think the addition of Mark as chair is really, this teamwork between the two of them is palpable and really going to make a difference in the Junos in the future. So let's hear it from Mark and Alan, guys. Also, sort of the unsung heroes in addition to the artists of the Junos is John Brunton, Barb, and Lindsay at Inside Productions. For 22 years now, they've been behind the scenes running these Junos, and they do a stellar job. They change it up every year. So let's hear it for Inside Productions, folks. So I just have two performers to announce. Very excited to do so. And officially, we're going to have four-time nominee this morning, Shawn Mendes, join us in performing. Also, as our final, I guess our fifth so far performer confirmed for the Junos this year, very, very excited to see an artist whose trajectory is through the roof right now worldwide. He was nominated this morning 6 times, so we will be seeing live The Weeknd. Also, before I jump, I just want to introduce you to a great, brilliant young Warner artist, 2-time nominee this morning. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a listen to Scott Helman. Cheers.
How's it going?
I go with this no heat, but it never gets cold, and that I know for sure. And there's a rusted gate and a chandelier, but a plywood door and a mattress on the floor. And she lays me down so low here under the stars, and knowing it won't last just tears me apart. This is how it goes, this is how it goes, baby, we're rolling just to go down the ocean, up in the sky, heaven so close. Taking off your clothes, taking off my clothes, give me a moment. I don't care if you're stolen, way up high, your sweet little bungalow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's got a temper hair like a redhead and a tabby cat and a tattoo she regrets. She's a carpenter with a book of poems, got another side that no one really knows. And watching through the window, you smile in the dark, and knowing we can't stay here, but you left a mark. Yeah. This is how it goes, this is how it goes, baby, we're rolling just to pull down the ocean, up in the sky, heaven so close. Taking off your clothes, taking off my clothes, give me a moment. I don't care if you're stolen, way up high, your sweet little bungalow. Ooh, ooh, just enough, don't be insecure. As long as you kiss me when I walk to your window, to your door, and I'll know when the light is filled with cold. We'll be warm and nothing matters when the world is moving slow. I got you in my arms, now it's fine, don't feel low. This is how it goes, this is how it goes. Baby, we're rolling, just a boat on the ocean. Up in the sky, heaven so close. Taking off your clothes, taking off my clothes. Give me emotions. I don't care if you're stolen. Way up high, your sweet little bungalow. Thank you very much.
Well, let's hear it for Scott Helman. Here, Scott, thanks. Two-time JUNO nominee, Pop Album of the Year, and Breakthrough Artist of the Year. That's everybody. Thank you very much for coming out to the Phoenix. We hope to see you all in Calgary in just under 2 months for the 2016 JUNO Awards. Cheers.